Good morning. Welcome to the Church on the Net. This is the first Sunday of the new year. So, we've been looking in Genesis. I've been reading in Genesis with the church through it's like a walk through the Bible. And the mighty men have been going through 2-3 chapters a day if you want to catch up. But I was thinking to myself, what is the pastor going to find? I mean, there's a lot of stuff in the first 15 verses of Genesis, but there's also, everybody knows the stories. But as I was going through it, a lot of stuff made sense to me and came maybe more alive. So, that being said, I was looking in this verse in Genesis, and I'm going to explain this in a minute. But Genesis 12:3 says, "I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse those who curse you, and all the peoples of the earth will be blessed by you." And we think he's talking to Abraham in this, when Abraham leaves and goes out on his own into the kind of like the forbearance of the promised land that the Lord is talking about and promising Abraham. And I was thinking those promises are for us today too, which is exciting. But what we didn't know is hundreds and hundreds of years later, what God was really talking about was that through the line of Abraham would come King David, would come the Messiah, Christ. And we need to remember that God is always working on our behalf and that he wants us to have a future. My life verse has been, since I was about 16. I mean, it's changed a little bit, but it's always coming back to this one in Jeremiah 29:11 through 13. And then I've, with a brother saying, look at 14. And I'm like, yeah, 14 fits in it too. And I knew that, but it's that span, because it's not just about the promise. There's actually 2 promises in there, but it's about fulfilling that promise with what you do and how you respond to Christ, because it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to give you a hope and a future, plans to prosper you, not to harm you." And that's where most people stop, because it's nice, it's a good thing, but it has no power unless you finish it up with, "And then you will come to me and you will find me when you seek me with your whole heart. I will be found by you." That's the key of what you have to do. And then he goes on to say, "And then I will bring you out of the places I've exiled you into the uttermost. I will restore you," is what he's saying. I'm getting real with some people. I know that I've got people that I chase, and the Lord needs to move on some that have some of y'all gentlemen who've run away from God, or you think you've run away from God, you're just playing games. It's a brand new year, and it's brand new things that we need to do, brand new motion that we need to go into, and a brand new way of being honest with ourselves. I'm not perfect. I sin all the time. It's just the nature of man. But the redemption comes through forgiveness and through striving to be the man that he wants me to be, and doing that every day, knowing that I'm going to fail until I see him face to face. The difference is not dead sprinting away from him and living a life that's totally wild, not even trying to get back to him. That's the difference. Where are you at with that today? Are you striving? Are you walking in this walk with us? Or are you just kind of doing your own thing? Are you being responsible with your faith? Are you being responsible with your mental balance? What about your social balance? Are you representing who you are truly on social media to people that are around you? Are you truly balanced emotional with where you've come from and where you're going? Have you dealt with maybe some demons of the past and they no longer own you, or do they still own you in so many ways? Are you struggling with finances? And I'm not talking about maybe not struggling with where you're at and how God's going to provide, and that's a part of it, definitely. But when you have abundance, are you doing what he wants you to with it? Are you being responsible? in your tithes and offerings. So you're being responsible with what you do with the money that he gave you. I've heard so many people say, he didn't give me anything, I earned it. Well, listen, he did give it to you. He's given you the capacity to make money. He's given you the capacity to earn a living, whether it be in a great lot or a little bit. It's still him that's giving you the capacity. And what you do with it will depend on whether you get more. You said, well, I've seen rich people. That's true. I've seen rich people that don't care, that do their own thing, and that's their reward. That's their total glory. That's all they're getting. That's all they're getting. When you fight for the almighty dollar, at the end of the day, you're going to come up short, no matter how you look at it. That's all you get. When you fight for the Lord, when you're striving for him, there is eternity at stake. And there's so much more than even that in the life that you choose to live with him in true joy. We can get wrapped up in ourselves really easy. Physical balance. Are you being responsible physically with the body that God gave you? And that's not just dealing with obesity, but that's also, it came very clear to me in the past couple of weeks that, if you've got a body frame that's built to carry 180 pounds or 250 pounds, and you're 250, 300 pounds, 400 pounds or more, whether it's being obese or whether it's carrying too much muscle, your body's not going to be able to like it very well. It will begin to shut down. So many of our older bodybuilders that have abused their bodies are paying for it now, and it's a painful thing. And I pray for them every day. What are you doing? I was at 350 at one time, and I'm not where I want to be, but this year we're getting there most definitely. What will you do with what you have been given? What will you do with the things that he wants for you? And are you willing to surrender your life to him this year? Are you willing to make changes? I hope you have a great day and a great Sunday, and hope that you can embrace us with this reading. Like I said, we're up to, I think, chapter 15 I read last night. So today is 16, 17, 18. And if you want to catch up, you can always go on YouTube and listen to it. Just type in what chapter of the verse of the Bible you want, and it'll give it to you. Have a great Sunday. Stats for the fundraiser will be up. I'm pretty happy with it. And also, year-end financials will be coming out in the next couple of weeks. God bless you. Have a great, great, great Sunday.